It doesn't take a quarantine to get sucked into the runaway hit TLC franchise 90 Day Fiancé. I absolutely love this show. 8 seasons and more than 90 episodes later, the series follows Americans who fall in love with people all over the world, and then they have 90 days to tie the knot.
This is Juliana, 5 months into the marriage. The pandemic hits. I think for even the most established couples, I was talking to my executive producer, she's been married, I think 20 years. The most established couple could break under this. What's been the key for you to keep it together?
What?
Well, you're very patient.
Yeah, I'm really patient.
I think what you just did is a part of why I watch this show and so many others. It is the awkwardness of marrying someone so early, but the sweetness of it as well.
Yeah.
Because you both looked at each other. It's the, do I talk? Do I not talk? You're still getting to know each other. Now you're stuck inside. What's been the most difficult part of now being quarantined together after, again, this quick relationship and one that's on national television? What's been the most challenging thing?
Have to see my face every day.
I love that. I mean, Juliana is just on the cusp of getting modeling jobs. She signed with a really great agency in New York City, and then suddenly this happens, and it's frustrating for her. She's a very.
But it's about you.
I know, but I'm helping you too.
I can't.
Well,
this is listen. Again, I can't stress enough for people who don't follow the show. This is really what you get. It's a reality show, but it doesn't have the gloss and glitz of some of the other reality shows. It's raw. So Juliana, what's been the rawest, most difficult thing? I'm asking you, not Michael. What is the most difficult part of this for you?
Because he don't help me in the things of the house, but I understand that he paid bills and everything. But I love you, amor. I know he do everything, like all the bills.
Is this gonna last? Will this relationship last, Michael? Is this going to work through this quarantine and the obvious newness of this?
The quarantine we're now here in Connecticut, you know, we're just outside New York City. So of course, this has been going on a while now. It's not easy mentally, and also just the uncertainty of the world. And we're all dealing with, I think we've done a good job of, not driving each other too crazy at all.
Because when we are, like me and Sarah, we are angry then, just go to the woods.
Juliana, do you miss your old life at all?
What do you mean about old life, like traveling and everything?
Yes, the life you had before moving to the States and now being quarantined. I know that you, as you said, love your husband, you love Michael, but do you miss your old life?
Be honest, no, really, because I always want to work to have a family in the future, you know, and I have a family. So it's like my dream came true.
Well, as you mentioned, you have a family, a bigger family than I'm sure you guys imagine. I have got to know how this all happened. Sarah, I think you're probably best to explain it. How did y'all all end up together?
Well, even before the quarantine, Michael and Sean became really good friends, and Juliana and I became really good friends. And we only live about 1.5 miles from each other, and we found ourselves together often, almost every single night. And then when the quarantine happened, it just seemed to make sense to keep all the germs in one house, that we all sort of just stay together, so I can help the kids with their homework and help Juliana with housework, and Mike and Sean can play music together and just have a good time. I
think that's one of the remarkable things about the story here. You and Michael married 20 years. You ended up officiating the wedding between Michael and Juliana, and now Sean's there and you're all living together. I mean, that might be one for the record books. And then you throw in a quarantine.
Right.
I don't know, what adjective would you use to describe what's going on?
Forget our situation. We're the time itself with the quarantine and with the virus seems like insanity by itself. So here we are. It came together. It's natural. We all, as Sarah said, we got along so well. We all love each other. It's felt better to be together, to have more human contact, to have the love together. And of course, with our children, that they can have all of the parents in one place and we can be there for them. It feels natural.